Welcome back to LinkU Plus, everyone. On this channel, I'm 100%ing Breath of the Wild by a bit every day until the sequel, Tears of the Kingdom, comes out, which is today in 35 days. You can hear there is no intro music today. The video of the rip of the recent gameplay demo with the Tears of the Kingdom main theme, presumably, was actually taken down by Nintendo, so I'm assuming they are now actively starting to look out for anything that could look like a potential leak resurfacing. I think that is actually really interesting. I don't know if this is any sort of confirmation that the game is now going around maybe to different distributors and stores. So no more intro music, unfortunately. I was planning to use that basically for the rest of the series, but that's not going to be happening. But at the same time, today I realized again, we are so close to Tears of the Kingdom. It's almost scary. Like, we are so close to only being 1 month away, 30 days away. It really is right around the corner. So, as you can tell, I actually am not in the same space I was yesterday when I was recording this video. And this is because I found something. And I want to show you this. This is basically in regards to the theory I talked about yesterday. If you missed yesterday's video, the theory I talked about in it was that I think the Zonai and Tears of the Kingdom will actually be dead already. And the islands that they built were basically built by them way back in the past for Link to now be able to reseal Ganondorf and prevent the catastrophe from happening. Now, I think Link is going to be able to talk or interact with Zonai in Tears of the Kingdom through the recall ability. And I was kind of thinking more about the fact what the recall ability is, literally not only reversing time, but maybe recalling memories of the past, recalling memories of the Zonai. And this is where something dawned on me. You know how the Sheikah Slate has memories, right? The Sheikah Slate has these pictures, which will then trigger Link's memory to an event from the past. I'm not sure if you've noticed this, but there's a memory here, right? Maybe you already know where I'm going, but watch the button that shows up when you get to a memory. Recall. Link is recalling a memory. And yes, I'm aware that this is just a word, right? He's just recalling this memory in this specific moment, but where this all clicks for me is a theory that I've been talking about on Twitter, in my Discord, in other places. A lot of people have been talking about this, and that's the theory that the recall ability is different from the other three abilities that we've seen in the Tears of the Kingdom gameplay. How is it different? It has a different glow to it, first of all. All the other three abilities are basically Link's arm glowing green, where the recall ability is a yellow light, similar to the stasis rune in Breath of the Wild. And it looks to be not related to his arm, but more to something inside his arm. And my theory now, and I've been saying this and people said this doesn't sound right because how mysterious the recall ability looks, but my theory is that recall is a Sheikah rune. And again, other people share this, but let me go more into detail on how I think this all comes into, how this all falls into place. So I think recall is a Sheikah rune, and we do not get it on the Great Sky Plateau, where the game, in my opinion, will start. I talked about this in the past, a big island that we've seen in the gameplay trailer. Instead, in my mind, we're gonna get recall after we are done and we interact with Pura. I think we interact with Pura, and recall is a developed rune from Pura because of the Sheikah Slate that Zelda is holding in the promotional art. If you haven't noticed it yet, the Sheikah Slate that Zelda is holding in the official Tears of the Kingdom art has an eye on the back that looks very closely resembling to the Sheikah eye that Pura has in her golden mask. So lots of people have been talking about this. And we even know that Pura actually made a Sheikah Slate. We know this from her diary. And we also know that she developed an anti-aging rune that she wasn't able to fully master because of the blue flame that she needed for it to work, that Link eventually in this game brought to her. So the theory is that Pura was able to refine her anti-aging rune to the point where it's got able to basically reverse it. That was the entire point of it, which is essentially the effects of the recall ability. So I think we are gonna get some new Sheikah abilities from Pura on top. And again, a lot of people have been talking about this because it seems like there's multiple runes. If you look at the pins from the collector's edition, I think recall is gonna be one of them, and I think we're gonna get it from Pura, who has developed her anti-aging rune more now. And I think there's going to be more than that. There's going to be more abilities than just recall, more Sheikah abilities. And I think this is also kind of interesting. I think there's going to be also, this is a horrible place to just randomly wind bomb because of these annoying trees, plus thunderstorm, plus lag. I'm kind of stuck right now. But yeah, that's basically what I'm thinking now. We are going to get a 4th ability on the Sky Plateau that we have not yet seen. No idea what it's going to be like and what it's going to do. I think other people have already started speculating on it, but obviously be careful. A lot of people base, and it's impossible obviously to completely go, if you've seen artbook stuff, to completely not use that. I was trying to base everything I'm saying in this video of official information, like Pura's diary, the design of Sheikah, of the new Sheikah slate, the recall prompt in this game, showing up when you interact with memories, and the fact that in the gameplay demo the recall ability is looking to function differently, or at least glow differently than the other potentially Zonai themed abilities. This obviously is extremely exciting in my mind. Now, actually one thing I do want to briefly mention is, and this is not necessarily a spoiler, this is about the patterns from 2021. If you have not seen these patterns and you want to avoid them, this is my spoiler warning. This is an old pattern that's been out for a long time. This is where people originally figured out that the recall ability was something that they patented. Of course, back then it wasn't known by the name of recall. It's just what people referred to it as. Now, sorry, that's what we refer to it now. Back then it was just an ability where Link can go through ceilings. There's actually, and again, spoiler warning, another patent in there that seems to be like something that Link is almost be able to teleport, almost like a portal gun. And this is something that I can actually potentially see happening, that you can use the Zonai spirit energy to kind of create portals. Think about the possibilities, by the way, of having a portal gun in this game, especially when it comes to stuff like speedrunning. I would literally freak out. So this is a potential candidate in my mind for the 4th Zonai ability. If this theory does end up being true, I have absolutely no idea what the other Sheikah runes / abilities would be. But in my mind, we're not going to get them on the Sky Plateau. They're going to be related to the new Sheikah slate and Pura or something along those lines. And yeah, that's pretty much where I think we stand now. This is one of the most certain theories I have about Tears of the Kingdom, to the point where I think I would almost be surprised if it doesn't end up being that way, but I'm always glad to be surprised and hear other people's theories, hear other people's opinions on this, because at the end of the day, I said this yesterday, it would be kind of boring to theory craft Tears of the Kingdom's lore and events if you just suddenly knew them. The fun part is to always keep thinking and come up with other interesting potential ideas. Now, I'm looking for a Korok seed that I somehow managed to miss. Oh, it's right here. That's a mean one. In my previous playthrough, when I made it to this section of the map. And there we go. A little bit of a brief gameplay session today, but more on the explanation theory side. I did manage to get 2 more Korok seeds, so we are 99.33% with these locations that we have here. 2 in Hebra, that I'm probably going to get tomorrow. Then Tarrytown, where we need to farm some wood. And then the Korok seed at the Lakeside stable, we're going to be at like 99.95%. I explained it in the past. Once that happens, I'm going to install the DLC back to my file, get all of the DLC shrines, because we still have 30 days. Guys, the game is so incredibly close. I can't believe it, honestly. Every day I keep thinking, wow, it's like almost 30 days now. And then it's like, oh, it's out in 2 weeks. Maybe we still get a release trailer. This is the most exciting time to be a Zelda fan, in my opinion. And then obviously once the game comes out. But thank you for watching, as always. 35 days until we can get our hands on Tears of the Kingdom. Thank you for watching once again, and I will see you tomorrow.